Before the video starts, give a like and subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell and you won't miss any new videos. As a fighter to save the real world and underworld. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of the Anime Podcast Show. That little line I just mentioned is a little teaser of what's been happening for this anniversary video. Well, let me bring a little synopsis about this. Before he brings us the word of Hunter x Hunter, it tells the story of teenager high school student hit and died by a car accident, but he only got one more life left. You can't only live twice, as a spirit detective known as Yusuke Urameshi in Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's dive into this most iconic, incredible series that came out from the 90s. As of the start is the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho, named Yoshihiro Tagashi, was born April 27th, 1966. Tagashi began drawing manga casually in his first to second year of school. Until in high school, he joined a fine arts club. He later enrolled at a university where he studied education in hopes one day he would become a teacher. But during college, he submitted some of his manga work to Weekly Young Jump, published by Shueisha, before deciding he would become a future manga artist. In 1986, at the age of 20, he created his first manga, and that would becomes receive an award for new comic artist in Japan. Then another manga came, and that would become an honorable mention. After that, he has been thinking of a series that he wants to make it big as like Dragon Ball. Before that, he has a goal to become a teacher, and that turns out he lost interest. Tagashi, contacted by an editor from Shonen Jump during his senior year of college, asking him to move to Tokyo. When Tagashi started working for Weekly Shonen Jump, his earliest works for Shueisha was published, a collection of comedy short stories. Then he worked on a 4-volume romance manga story involving the relationship between a normal human boy and a beautiful devil girl, called Tendi Shoru Cupid. Now in development for Yu Yu Hakusho. It started around mid-1990. After working on the Cupid manga series I just mentioned, it got him inspired on his interest after watching horror movies. I don't mind telling y'all this, but here is a fact. Tagashi is a fan of horror genre, that's all I gotta say. Having felt somewhat intimidated by some of his more popular fellow authors during the manga's run, he realized he would need to create a fighting manga to both gain popularity and write something he enjoyed and desired to write, and illustrated a new manga based on his interest. When first producing Yu Yu Hakusho, he did not have an idea of what would be the name originally. It was gonna be called from different names, such as How to Be a Ghost, while as presenting rough drafts to his editors as going ahead thinking about like Yu Yu Ki or as Poltergeist Chronicles for a title, but Tagashi quickly created an alternative name, Yu Yu Hakusho, or as Poltergeist Report. The manga's shift from occult detective fiction into martial arts genre after Yusuke's death, and revived in the early chapters, was planned from the very beginning. He took the idea from the series Kinnikuman, or in English named as Ultimate Muscle, which started with comedy before focusing more on action. Of how creating manga, Tagashi actually calculated from his personal time to his work pages. He had a little formula of hours per page without scripting, and 5 hours of sleep per night. The author had originally wanted to end the story in December 1993, at the end of chapter Black Arc, or known as the Sensu Arc. But due to the pressure from his editors to end the series early, they want to end the series with a bang, something really special that the fans can relate to. Also, in the originally planned for the finale arc, it would be a Demon World War arc story between the three nations was dropped. It would be very similar to the tournament arc that was happened earlier. The arc turns into known as the Three Kings Saga, was a very most difficult process in storytelling, because he felt under pressure from his editors, and now it got to his personal stress at certain points of the series' run, particularly during the final 6 months of publication. In that period, during those 6 months, his editors tried to make Togashi reconsider to cause Yu Yu Hakusho quit, making a hard decision to replace Yu Yu Hakusho to another popular upcoming series, and he was relieved for the conclusion for the story. The manga, published by Shueisha in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine from December 1990 to July 1994, it contains over 175 chapters for over 19 volumes. To the English release was spanned around from Viz Media to Shonen Jump in May 2003 to March of 2010, of rather tracking down the manga. Togashi actually admitted that during production of making the manga series, but at the same time with the anime, he claimed he wasn't involved for the production of the anime due to his own work's schedules. To the anime adaptation, after its huge popularity for the manga, how the anime can top for the year of 1992? Well, it took a shot for the year of 1992. For its slot at that time were brand new shows on the air such as Sailor Moon, and due to the continuation of Dragon Ball Z and the TV special Lupin the Third, Bank of Liberty. How Yu Yu Hakusho can top that? As it came out of October of 1992, it was a huge success and never expected between competition as already popular shonen series and the start of a mainstream for a magical girl genre. It was a monster of anime came out over there, and it's coming around here and there with Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and Yu Yu Hakusho. That's crazy. It ended their run on December of 1994, as at that same time, it was started airing the series 2 years earlier for over 112 episodes. Then a decade later in 2001, the series was acquired to the international audience by Funimation. It was their first new show after Dragon Ball franchise, distributing as Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files. After that, the English cast are ready to go to record it, dub it, and premiere it on TV. It was first broadcast on Cartoon Network in 2002. Shortly then, in the same year, it was moved to Adult Swim. Then, a year later in 2003, it was moved to Toonami, until it was removed from the schedule in 2005. It was moved again for one more time to the early Saturday morning time slot and ended their run in October of 2005, airing on the regular run on Cartoon Network. In 2018, for the 25th anniversary of Yu Yu Hakusho, they released a box set in Japan. It will be additional with 2 new OVA specials and a brand new animation, adapting 2-shot and All or Nothing. Then in the following year, announced by Funimation that the OVA would get dubbed. Last thing I want to mention about this is a live-action series on Netflix will be premiering on Netflix in December of 2023. But the cast will be in Japanese. I don't know if it will be good or maybe the worse than the English adaptation of Death Note. But what is the legacy for Yu Yu Hakusho? As he created 2 incredible shows, Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, I bet the fans will enjoy this incredible series if who are new and who are interested to take a look at. And of course, as the older fans, they would love to continue and support the franchise. But if you are new to Yu Yu Hakusho and you are interested to take a look at it, get ready, because you're gonna have a wild, incredible journey to the world of the underworld and go into the real world and meet with Yusuke and the gang. Thank you very much, everyone who's watching this. Happy 30th anniversary for Yu Yu Hakusho, and catch you next time, and goodbye.